But today it's gonna be 4 flights because it's our first hop from Varna to Paris, Charles de Gaulle. I don't remember the airline having this flight before, so we're like the pioneers today. We're gonna do the first trip all the way there and back to Varna. The next flight is going to take approximately 3 hours, and we expect a fair weather in Paris as well as here in Varna. The temperature now is 11 degrees.
Bulgaria 231, taxi holding point, runway 09er, via taxi West November and take off.
Cabin is ready, confirm.
For takeoff completed.
And are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So ready for departure.
Bulgaria 231, ready for departure 09.
Bulgaria 231, Wine up runway 09er and cleared for takeoff. Wind 110 degrees, 8 knots.
Up, throttle is armed.
Check.
Engine stabilized. Take off. Thrust.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive right.
Gear up.
Gear up.
FMS 1.
Checked.
Thrust.
Check.
Select heading out.
Flying Bulgaria 973, Varna approach, Dobro utro, identified after takeoff on restricted climb and no speed restrictions.
Check, constraint is clear, confirm.
Check, execute.
Execute.
Bulgaria 231, we're climbing 160, no speed restrictions.
Affirm. Flying Bulgaria 9, correction, Flying Bulgaria 231, direct Balik, flying flight level 200.
Direct to Balik, climbing flight level 200, Bulgaria 231.
Flap 0.
Wait, check flap 0.
After takeoff checklist. Outbound engaged.
Check.
Flying Bulgaria 231, добър ден, добро утро, Sofia Control identified, climb flight level 300.
Climbing level 300, Bulgaria 231.
Level 300 set.
300 check.
Flying Bulgaria 231, hello, Bucharest radar identified, climb initially flight level 360.
Climbing level 360, Bulgaria 231.
Level 360 set.
360 check.
Flying Bulgaria 231, continue climb 380, proceed direct Arsin.
Climbing level 380 to Arsin, Bulgaria 231.
Level 380 set.
Check.
To Arsin, confirm.
Execute.
We have Arsin, FMS 1.
Checked.
3 for further instructions, approach 119er 415, goodbye.
Speed without escapes.
Check.
Yes, again, LR573. LR573, approach 119er 415.
119er
415, LR573.
So, welcome aboard on our Airbus A220 of Bulgaria Air. Right now we are in the second sector. Now I'm pilot flying and Alex is pilot monitoring. Our flight actually today is, actually Alex already told you, it's the first flight on this route from Varna to Paris, Charles de Gaulle and back. So also once we come back from Paris, we have the honor to be welcomed with a water salute, celebrating this first flight on this route. And regarding our flight now to Paris, we have departed on runway 09 eastbound, then with left turn direct, direct to Romania. So our route today is via Romania, Hungary, Austria, Germany, a little bit of Belgium, and France. We're expecting to arrive north of the airfield of Paris Charles de Gaulle, and expecting runway 09 left. But of course, once we take the 80s before our arrival, I'll brief you once again for the approach and our arrival we have. Right now we are cruising at flight level 380. Our speed at the moment, actually, we are experiencing some turbulence, and our cruise speed is 0.78. But at the moment we have reduced it to 0.75, which is our turbulence speed.
So now we're flying at 38,000 feet over Germany, although you cannot tell. Everything is white outside. We have a procedure to make fuel checks each hour at least or less. So I just did the fuel check on today's flight. We're pretty good on fuel with almost 500 kilograms of extra fuel. So 38,000 feet is approximately 11,600 meters, which you really cannot tell today due to the weather. But in this aircraft, the ride is almost always smooth. As you already know, we're flying the Airbus A220-100, which is the not so popular version of the aircraft. It's a little bit shorter, approximately 3.5 meters shorter than the 300, and has, of course, less passenger seats. In our configuration, 180. And Bulgaria Air has a total of 2 of the shorter version of the aircraft and 5 of the longer one, the A220-300. But regarding history, because we're also talking about Airbus, actually this aircraft used to be called Bombardier, the C series of the Canadian manufacturer, and the first flight was sometime around 2012, so almost 13 years ago. And later on, because the company was struggling with the sales of the aircraft, and also the expenses were piling up from the development phase, they were forced to actually sell the business to Airbus. But that was really lucky for the company. Now it's called Airbus Canada, and the sales force of Airbus is obviously much stronger. So the sales went on and skyrocketed. So now I think over 1,000 aircraft have been sold. So the backlog is still stable. Around Europe, there are larger operators than us. Air Baltic is the larger one with over 100 planes on order, only from the larger type Airbus A220-300. And so far, Bulgaria Air will fly with its 7 airplanes. What you see in the cockpit is also interesting. It's very modern. It features 5 display units, so it's fully glass cockpit made by Collins Aerospace from the US. It's a new concept which is really different from what you can see in a regular Airbus, short-haul Airbus like the 320 family, and even much more different than what you can see in a Boeing. Maybe only on the MAX with a full glass cockpit, but all the Boeing 737 Classics feature different cockpits. In regard to philosophy, I think personally that this aircraft is kind of closer to the Boeing philosophy of flight. The auto-flight system is really close to what we can see on the Boeing. And the flight system itself is fly-by-wire, so on that respect, it's much closer to the Airbus family of aircraft, which are all fly-by-wire, which means digital. So we use only digital signals that are sent from the cockpit to the computers below us, and then to all the flight control systems in the back, on the wing, and on the horizontal and vertical stabilizers in the aft part of the aircraft.
The latest 80s, according to it, we are expecting most probably 09 right, as usually 09 left and 08 right are the runways for landing. But today 09 left is closed, so we are expecting 09 right or 08 left.
Flying Bulgaria 231, contact de Gaulle approach 121.155, bye bye.
Flying Bulgaria 231, descend flight level 70.
Descending level 70, Fly Bulgaria 231.
Air France 31 Victor Yankee, bonjour, autorisé au Kipa 7 Echo, guidage ILS piste 08 droite, vitesse 300 nœuds.
Alors on prend 300 nœuds, au Kipa 7 Echo pour l'ILS 08 droite, Air France 31 Victor Yankee.
Air France 31 Victor Yankee, correction, vitesse 280 nœuds. Flying Bulgaria 231, call sign only on 126.430.
Paris, bonjour, Fly Bulgaria 231.
Flying Bulgaria 231, bonjour, vectoring ILS runway 09 right, turn left, heading 230, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Left heading 230, descending 4,000 feet, QNH 1012, Fly Bulgaria 431.
Heading 230.
494, turn left. Flying Bulgaria 231, reduce speed 220 knots.
Reducing speed to 20 knots, Fly Bulgaria 431.
Speed to 20.
220, check.
Pin out selected.
1000 to level off.
Check. Cabin is ready.
Check.
Flying Bulgaria 231, turn left, heading 120, cleared ILS approach runway 09 right, reduce speed 180 knots.
Out test.
Check.
Okay. JetBlue 1907, turn left, heading 120, cleared ILS approach runway 09 right.
Pass off one.
Check.
Flying Bulgaria 231, contact at over 119.250, bye bye.
Tower, bonjour, Fly Bulgaria 231, ILS 09 right.
Bulgaria 431, 231, continue final runway 09 right, doing 07 degrees 8 knots.
Radio altimeter.
Check myself.
Check, right.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flap 3.
KLM 1406, contact departure, bye bye.
Bye bye, KLM 106.
Approach walk.
Checked.
So 231, number 1, clear to land runway 09 right, to 07 degrees 8 knots.
Clear to land 09 right, Fly Bulgaria 431.
Outbound off.
Minimum.
Landing.
One 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Reverse green.
And braking.
Knots past.
Bonjour, Air France 52 Romeo Ski, diagnostic final 09 droite.
30, 20, 10, 5,
5.
So we are already in Paris, arrived from Varna, on schedule on the first flight on this rotation from Varna to Paris and then back. So now the flight is prepared for the way back with flight number 232, which we already preset. We received the clearance from Paris delivery, and we're going to use a runway that is a little bit far away from here because we're stopping at Terminal 1. So we need to go all the way on the other side of the airport and take runway 08 left. But the departure is already prepared, so we'll have some more time to enjoy Paris during our long taxi today. And I hope that that won't cause any additional delay, but we're already on time.
Flying Bulgaria 232, wind 120 degrees, 8 knots, runway 08 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 08 left, fly Bulgaria 232.
Ready?
Air France 75, Yankee Tango, maintenez avant la piste 08 gauche, point d'attente Sierra 6.
Maintien avant la 08 gauche, Sierra 6, Air France 75, Yankee Tango.
Stabilized.
Checked. Takeoff.
Thrust.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive, right?
Gear up.
Gear up.
FMS2.
Check.
Air France 99, Delta Kilo, vent 120 degrés, 8 nœuds, piste 08 gauche, autorisé décollage.
Piste 08 gauche, autorisé décollage, Air France 99, Delta Kilo.
Flying Bulgaria 232, contact departure, goodbye.
Contact departure, goodbye, Flying Bulgaria 232.
30, goodbye.
24630, Nouvel Air 509, bye bye.
Departure, bonjour, Flying Bulgaria 232 on Bubli 6 Hotel, passing 1900 to climbing 10,000.
Flying Bulgaria 232, bonjour, identified.
Départ bonjour, Air France 99, Delta Kilo, en montée vers le niveau 120, RXU 6 Hotel, Optic Climb.
Air France 99, Delta Kilo, bonjour, identifié.
Flap 1.
Airline 320, report speed to Paris 120.955, goodbye.
120.955, bye bye, with the speed, LL 320.
Bulgaria 232, climb flight level 190 and maximum speed 300 knots above flight level 100.
Climbing level 190, maximum speed 300 knots above level 100, Fine Bulgaria 232.
10,000.
Air France 99 Delta Kilo, montée niveau unité 90.
Monte au niveau unité 90, Air France 99 Delta Kilo.
Climb Bulgaria 232, contact Paris 120.955, goodbye.
120.955, goodbye, Fine Bulgaria 232.
Delta 225, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Delta 225.
Air France 74-63, bonjour, je vous rappelle pour descendre.
Paris, bonjour, Fine Bulgaria 232, climbing level 190 to Bekus, speed maximum 300 knots.
Flying Bulgaria 232, bonjour, climb flight level 260, direct Bubli, keep 300 knots for left.
Now we're almost halfway through our flight from Paris de Gaulle to Varna, which is the first one on this route. Unfortunately, both for us and mostly for the passengers, today the atmosphere is a little bit unstable all over Europe, so the flight was a bit turbulent during its first half, but now going over Austria, Croatia and Serbia, we expect calmer weather. So it's a good time to brief you about our departure today from Paris. Holding point Tango 3, we lined up for departure from runway 08 left. It's a good gadget that we have here on the our navigation and performance tool, which is called the moving map. But some of these aircraft, the A220, are actually equipped with a moving map right built into the FMS system, so you can see almost the same picture on your display unit while the aircraft is moving on the ground. We don't have that feature, but we have it here of all the major airports, and it helps quite a lot because you can see where the aircraft is, followed by GPS, and follow all of your taxi routing, either landing or departing. Then we moved on to our departure, which is the SID, Standard Instrument Departure. Today it was Bubli 6 Hotel, out of runway 08 left. And this is the routing. It's quite straightforward, straight ahead, then a slight right turn, a few overflight points, and we end up at Bubli. The initial clearance for this routing is usually for our class of aircraft flight level 100. And then we proceeded as instructed by the French ATC over the territories of Switzerland, then Austria, a little bit of Croatia, then onwards to Serbia, Romania, and then Bulgaria for arrival in Varna.
Flying Bulgaria 232, hello, identified direct to Exiga, descent flight level 150.
Direct to Exiga, descending level 150, Flying Bulgaria 232.
Exiga, confirm.
Check, execute.
And level 150.
Turkish 1 Yankee Bravo.
Bulgaria 232, здравейте Varna, identified, descent 4,000 feet on QNH 1024, direct to Evrap, for ILS Zulu, approach runway 09.
Lap 1.
Speed check, flap 1, and we're clear for approach.
Approach FMS check. Lap 2.
Speed check, flap 2. Cabin is ready.
Varna Tower, здравейте, Flying Bulgaria 232, ILS Zulu 09.
Flying Bulgaria 232, Varna Tower, добър ден, clear to land runway 09, wind 100 degrees, 9 knots.
Ports lock.
Check.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flap 3.
Speed check. Flap 3.
Flap 4.
Speed check. Flap 4.
Before landing checklist.
Before landing checklist, altimeters.
1024, set and cross check.
Flap.
4 indicating.
And cabin.
Ready.
And advised. Clear to land.
Tower, again, Austrian 764 Alpha, ready for startup.
Austrian 764 Alpha, information Quebec QNH 1024, startup approved.
Good, Quebec QNH 1024, startup approved, Austrian 764 Alpha.
Varna Tower, здравейте, Flying Bulgaria 977, 9 miles, ILS 09. Flying Bulgaria 977, Varna Tower, hello, continue approach runway 09, respect
400.
due previous traffic. Continue approach 09, Flying Bulgaria 977.
Minimum.
Landing.
One 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Reverse green, so 80 knots.
Flying Bulgaria 232, vacate runway taxiway Bravo, expedite vacating.
Vacating Bravo and expediting Flying Bulgaria 232.
Minimum. One 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.